Hi everybody, it's Karthik. This channel is going on hiatus. I'm going to be shutting down the YouTube channel. There was a podcast that I just attempted to get voice back for. I might resurrect that this year, a podcast, but it wouldn't be here. It would be on podcasting venue like Apple and Spotify and wherever you get your podcasts. And the name of it is going to be A Dream Some of Us Have. And if you check out the podcast number 15, it'll tell you about that at the very end of that little recorded podcast that I made. That will be live, and it will be election-based, and it will be talking about the 65 elections that will be taking place all over the planet this year, and including the United States and India. So these are elections that I will definitely be reading about, and I'm going to definitely be ramping up again now, not on the road. It's not going to be NTK on the road. It's going to be Karthik back in the studio, so academics and reading and a lot of stuff. A couple of things to note. I just spent 2023 as follows. It began in India, then Bangkok, then Cambodia, Angkor Wat. Bangkok, San Francisco, Texas, San Francisco, Texas, San Francisco, Texas, San Francisco, Texas, Bangkok for a month, San Francisco, Texas. That was 2023, and it went well. I've got a lot that I'm writing about, a lot that I've collected. I have a tremendous amount of collage material here, so it's ready to be put into pieces that I'm composing now. So I'll be in studio this winter. We'll be going back on the road this year, but not until later in the year, April. The eclipse, annular eclipse, was a cosmic event. I witnessed a cosmic event. I had the glasses and was able to watch and did watch. It was one of the most fantastic things, the globe of the moon passing before the sun. You could see it come in and go out. And it was incredibly touching. It touched me very deeply, I would say. In the new year, there is also the eclipse. The eclipse will be happening, as you all must know. The path crosses here. I will be returning here for that, and I am going to be inviting some people from the West Coast, because they are not in the path, who would like to see the eclipse, to come here, so there will be some alterations here for that to be able to happen. Now, last year, as you know, I tried to end the year by reading Simone Sebag's The World, a family history of humanity, and I didn't get far because I injured my hamstring, which was horrible, man. I've never had that injury. That was really, I have way more respect for you athletes after that. I was shelved and still feel pain. It's not completely healed, if I'm honest. But anyway, didn't finish it, but really great. Going to continue reading it. It's definitely going to stay on the shelf as reference. I keep going back to it for things I need. And from now on, I think what I'm going to do is when I'm reading other things historically, I'm just going to find that stuff in here. So this is becoming much more referential material. Still, highly recommended. I mean, the intimacy with which this historian has studied the families of people for thousands of years, and so can write sort of off the cuff, gives it a glorious personality. It's really something special. And so, though I haven't finished, still highly recommended. This winter, I will be reading 2 books. Byung Han's The Burnout Society. Korean-born German philosopher Byung Han teaches philosophy and cultural studies at Berlin's University of the Arts, UDK. And in the past few years, he's been writing essays and books, and people are starting to read them more, and they're very interesting. I've been watching a few YouTube videos about that. This is a very slim one, and I'm going to be delving into that and watching more YouTubes about Byung Han. And secondarily, I will be reading The Art of Not Being Governed by James C. Scott, winner of the 2010 Fukuoka Asian Academic Prize, given by the Fukuoka Asian Culture Prize Committee, winner of the 2010 John K. Fairbank Book Prize, given by the American Historical Association, winner of the 2010 Bernard Schwartz Book Award, given by the Asia Society. Okay, I was thinking about how China really wants to cross this stretch of land. For them, it's worth billions. And if they were able to do it, it would mean losing billions for people south of there, like the port at Singapore. Here's the map I'm talking about. And I drew that red line. Actually, I'll do this in audio, this part. China wants to get across there. I mean, it's just perfect for them. They wouldn't have to go all the way around. It gets them into the Indian Ocean. And the problem is, look at how many groups there are here. Now, the part of India way up there at the top that touches it, that's like Arunachal Pradesh. They're just tribal, you know? So Bangladesh, India, China, Laos, Thailand, they're all nations, I guess we can say. We must say. And this is just like so many groups of small tribes who are saying, no, we don't want to be governed by anyone. No, we don't want to be making contracts to allow China to build a road across our land that will be large enough to put massive containers on and interrupt our space. So this small area of land is something that I became interested in when I was over there. And that's why this book was suggested to me. You know what I love about traveling? When you go on the road, that's what's so amazing. Not till you go on the road do you run into people and you're having conversations and someone goes, oh, this is the relevant book about here. Now, this book came out in 2010, mind you, but I didn't know about it till now. It became interesting to me now because I was standing there. That's one of the excellent things about travel. Last year, for me, it was learning about Max Havelaar, the novel, in Amsterdam. That's so incredible and really a major work in human history on behalf of the poor and the struggling and the oppressed by what is, now a hyper-capitalized bourgeoisie. This time it was learning about James C. Scott's The Art of Not Being Governed, an anarchist history of upland Southeast Asia. So that is the second book I will be reading this winter. This is the last, video for some time as I'm going on hiatus. Have a good winter. This is MTK on the MIC. Out.